I don't know. Like their Waycrest was definitely fast, but they got beat pretty convincingly in there.
Echo versus Mandatory again? Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, this is hype. Oh, okay.
Drogo on the Resto Druid.
Rematch. They decided. They decided RP was bullshit.
Wait, whoa.
This is the tech, dude. They're gonna win if they can do this. They're gonna win.
Well,
NA has said that they have a good throne, and they do not have a Mistweaver on their team.
so they found a way to do the tech without Transcendence?
You could probably do it with a Warlock or something.
Okay, did they say they had a really sick throne this weekend? Because I thought they said that like 2 weekends ago.
I mean, they say they have a sick everything every weekend, and then they say we're fucked, so...
Oh, there's maybe something you can do with Lust. Like, Lust puts you in global combat and dungeons.
Well, Last Hope is full Nelf. But I mean, I guess Perplexed is too, because Wolf could invis.
Ooh, they are all Nelf. That's interesting. And he's on the goop cheater.
They didn't lust? They didn't lust right there?
Oh, jeez. NA is cooking.
Why would you not lust? Like, are they going sub 10?
Some strat we had was waiting for Azimuth rune and then lusting for global combat so all the mobs went to you instead. I don't know. Holding lust was something we thought of too.
Yeah, maybe they thought,
related to that?
we can't pull anything more, and we can do this pull pretty reasonably without lust. So
They're not rushing towards the... Oh, yes, they are. Okay. So we assume Last Hope is super behind here, but there's something we don't know, it looks like.
Or they're just doing a big second pull.
We've seen Perplexed throne. This is the same deal we have with Waycrest Manor, where we've seen Perplexed throne, but we haven't seen Last Hope. So Last Hope knows how fast they have to go. So if they're doing this route, it means they think it's fast.
Drogo literally said in comms yesterday, like in this Discord, that, or maybe it was Friday, he said that Perplexed throne was slow. Right? He was talking.
Oh yeah, he said everything was slow. Oh, NA is not going further. They're just lusting
second pull, yeah.
Well, there's for sure gonna have to be some concessions you make to play fucking Resto Druid instead of Mistweaver in this dungeon. And I wouldn't be surprised if this pull is just like, yeah, we can do it with a Mistweaver with no lust, but with a Resto Druid, it gets real spicy.
Drogo definitely plays Mistweaver too. He probably is more comfortable on Mistweaver than Druid, so this is definitely.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what they're doing.
They definitely have a reason for this.
What were the throne time? I wonder if you can still get another lust. The thrones yesterday or day one, there was a 12:30 throne, so you would not get another lust with this time.
Yeah, you would.
I thought they lusted.
They
like
lusted at
2:30.
2 minutes.
Oh,
they're
maybe.
at 2:30.
Okay, so...
They're at 2:50 now.
Yeah, so they're lusting with the Ozamat stuff then. Wow.
No, they'll lust.
Mindbender. Yeah, it has to be Mindbender. That means maybe they're doing
where Perplexed did it.
Huge pull on the Mindbender, maybe.
Well, that's what they remember. They did that trash onto Mindbender and lusted it, and Mindbender died like within the space of a lust. They just melted that fucking boss. Yeah, if you didn't press it with lust the first time, I'd probably hold it for next boss anyway.
Well, if it's a choice between lusting the first or second pull, it looks like whatever Perplex has done up to this point is just faster, right?
Man, Drogo's mana is hurting right now. He does not have that Mistweaver sustain.
How the fuck do you spit? Oh, dude, how do you go fucking on a Resto Druid?
Looks like they're around 20 seconds behind here as they get through the first.
And now he presses Heart of the Wild for the first time in the key.
But the trash count is relatively, it's about the same. Last Hope might have pulled one extra trash mob over Perplexed. So looks like, the net result of all of this is that Perplexed is just ahead. So that
Resto Druid should be able to help you out on next boss damage. This boss a little sketchy. Although at this key level on Fort, maybe you can send a lot of damage. But yeah, once the trash is dead on this boss, and then next boss, Druid should be able to contribute quite a bit of single target. And it should be able to fucking annihilate. If he has Heart of the Wild up on last boss with Lust, like he should be able to dunk on Mindbender.
Yeah.
And they'll have Roar for all this movement too. They'll have Roar for the hallway. Like, they're behind, but they should get close to catching up. But that still leaves the question of like, what are they doing?
Well, first of all, how do they do the Ozymet thing without the does the mage alter out, and they just have the druid hit the boss?
Nah, I couldn't find a way you could do it with mage. You can do it with a lock, just with the demonic portal, but I don't know how hard it is on a lock.
Less trash to worry about, less cast they have to worry about. Perplexed had to deal with an extra pack of witches.
Sorry, chat. My computer's a pile of shit, and it randomly
Is there
resets my system sounds
Any
all the
trash
time.
you bring in on that last pull that's not CCable? There is, isn't there?
It's so stupid, man. I literally just have it
for-
muted, and it just plays noises. It makes no sense.
The shit you bring in on top of Ozomat? Some of that stuff, because we saw like Perplexed like Ring of Frost to just catch some of it on the way in until they were ready.
Yeah, you
But-
bring across the hunters and the mages, so they line up with everything else coming in.
But there's some stuff that you couldn't CC, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can't.
Yeah. So it's like, there's no way that they're able to just like tag it and drag it into the room first, and then just like keep it like rooted and Ring of Frosted and shit. But no, I don't think you'd be able to do that.
Still be an issue for them, but you know, Last Hope still keeping it close, and you'd still love to have the lead here.
Either have some insane tech or they're just gonna lose.
Okay.
Capitalize, right? Last Hope are not far behind at all. Of course, a 0-death run from both teams. We're going to see Mind Soothe and Imprison allow Last Hope to skip that annoying 6-pack of Murlocs.
Drogo's going ahead alone.
Running down the same
There's-
extremely good in-
There's no way you can just drag all the stuff you would normally drag onto Ozomat onto Mindbender with Lust instead, is there?
Pulls are so short that just one revival, you know, you can't
Wait,
do
is
it
there a
right
way
away.
to,
You
like-
really often
There's
do it
too
that
much,
one.
I think.
Could you have Ozomet alive? Sorry, I was muted. Could you have Ozomet alive, find a way for your whole group to leave, and then...
So I looked at this, and the beam that Neptulon channels into the boss deals damage to the boss.
Yeah, but, like,
So
could
I'm-
you go kill the other boss before that happens?
You lose the Azumat buff when you leave the room.
Bro, what could they be doing that's good? I'm so confused. Maybe they found a
I
way
hope
for
it-
that not to happen?
I hope it involves rockets.
Yeah, that'd
yeah.
be cool if they found a way for it not to happen.
Yeah, because the Neptulon beam, I'm pretty sure, just deals a shitload of damage to the boss when it comes out, to where you only have a finite amount of time to keep him alive, no matter how much damage you don't deal to him.
Yeah, his hitbox is also the size of the entire room, so like Arcane Explosion can hit him from anywhere.
Okay, Drogo does not seem especially concerned about going and gathering anything.
Oh no.
As I say that, Drogo actually going down there, the reason he went down is because he had 12 stacks of that shadow damage taken increase from those little mobs.
Yeah, I have no
which,
clue what they're doing.
Unfortunately, does increase the damage that the boss deals with many
Doing
of
a
his
weekly no
abilities as
lever.
Well, so that's going to be a battle res for Last Hope. It's okay.
Dude, how crazy would it be if that was their plan all along and
Just
like
have
they were
no
still
tech.
just talking mad shit? Like, oh man.
Yeah, they're talking mad shit, but they never had any... Like, they knew they were just gonna lose.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this is the map. You would have spent all day yesterday practicing. Like, this is the starter map of your first series. Like, Throne is something they've been really confident in. I'm so confused.
And you can see it starting to kind of funnel in here. We're gonna see a Ring of Frost put down.
This is either the best bluff I've ever seen in my life, or we're about to see the
Or we're about
nastiest tech.
or yeah, we're about to see some crazy tech.
I'm expecting like a gate to Aeronog's room.
Get this damage buff divine, grabbing the mobs that are running in. These spears are gonna be pretty deadly, but as soon as they get
Dude,
this
if they
damage
don't
buff,
pull something
they're
out,
gonna
like
divine shape
like
and they're
Drogo just has to
gonna
like uninstall WoW and leave the scene,
down
right?
all these mobs with very,
Yeah.
little danger.
Coming in from the mob, a little scary,
No,
but
they're
it's
just
not
killing
gonna
it.
be by those frontal lines. They're going
I'm
to be fine.
confused.
There it is.
All right, like I said,
They're
unless you
killing
can go,
Ozomat? Just
unless
ready-
you can go everything on last boss with Lust, and they just think they can do that.
But
They
they
don't have
won't.
Lust
They
for
won't
dead.
have Lust up and Perplexed will.
The damage for the team, and the boss is already dead with that buff. No issues whatsoever for Perplexed. Last Hope also getting through Ozomat, but
I mean,
Oh, look, they just leave Ozomat to kill himself. Or something? He left with like 8%?
nah, he dies at 8.
Oh, okay.
I made that up.
It was a
He
good
does
makeup.
actually.
Have some kind of pull with just.
Their
I mean,
tech is
they're
a
gonna
weekly no
have
lever
full
with
assault
Arrestor
on the boss,
Druid.
but you can't do that. That's gonna kill you. So.
Maybe they meant
really,
their throne
really
tech
good
is
at
sick
this
because the tech is we don't practice it at all and win the other two games.
To perfection.
I mean, then,
That
yeah,
would be a good. That would be good
Running
tech.
Towards the boss. Let's see if they're just ready to go straight into the fight.
I mean, even if they don't, even if they can pull all this on, they're still just behind.
Yeah. They're for sure losing this shit, but like at least it was funny.
It's just going to be all the minions in the room. This should be all the trash they need. The
This
lust
is an
is
insane
available,
pull, though.
And don't blink. This boss dies. in
They're gonna
about
get
4
gripped
seconds with all
like
the
infinity times. No
The
caster
best
will
part
be able
is-
to finish a cast.
The best part is they don't even have lust. They're just fucking dead. Dude, what the fuck was this cook?
This wasn't cooked at all.
How
They
are you
for
confident about
sure-
this?
They for sure just fucking bullshitted us.
I love this attempt. You know, they know they're behind. They know they gotta go for something.
This is
big,
why
but
Dorki
unfortunately,
was
it's
like
not
in
gonna
Valdrakken
work.
being like, we
Death
fucking
on board
lose.
for them, and Perplexed are gonna seal the deal here with the last few.
Okay, are they good at the next two maps? Let's see. Okay, so we're doing Galakrond's Fall, which is where Last Hope has the tech, right? Fall. Have we seen Perplexed and Fall?
No.
I think the large difference is the
Yes. Sorry. Yes, they died 5 times.
That's what we're gonna kind of take a second.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The second room
That was the
farmed
one
them.
where
Yeah.
Zevi got
Like Dragonflight and
Second room
Darkheart
just shit on them bad.
brutalized a bit.
was
Yeah,
able to
second room
grab
is
a
hell.
significant portion
All right, here we go.
We have seen so many
This is
games
also an
that get
important.
decided by a margin
This is
of
also an
less than
important game because this
You
is
have
the
a strat
last cat
say
in the
2
tournament, right?
I think
If
you're
Last
Yeah,
Hope
the last
continues,
VTuber cat.
VTuber cat, Perplexed Avatar is a cat.
that's, you know, Pop, the name of the
I
game
feel
is
like pets and
Issue
guardians in this
boss
game
damage.
should take full damage
It's not even
from
about
the AoE
dealing with
effects
all these
around
scary
everywhere.
mobs, these scary mechanics. It's about
Yeah, fuck
being the
pets.
team that does that while also doing the most damage to the boss and not getting distracted by all these flashy lights and mechanics.
Fortunately for the Warlock player, that actually does mean they just want to spam right
Shout out both Druids pressing Heart of the Wild on Lust.
Let's go.
Notice how conservative they're playing with the soak. They're literally sticking 3 people in there.
That take
every
is
single
almost
time
as
just in case
monumentally
something dumb
stupid as
happens.
wanting 40 man.
Because it is storming,
in the
so
game.
it's possible that Dorki gets stormed out or something dumb happens. So they're all just standing in it, or being very close at least. Yeah, this is looking like it's a smack diff right now. Last Hope is in it, and the boss 4 or 5% faster.
Perplexed is still trying to deal with the final dregs of Chronocard. Last Hope is already moving
Smack
on
doing
towards
over
the rest
20
of the
million damage more.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
worth noting
Smacked
as
is
well,
a goddamn
Galakrond,
beast.
chat, we started the key a second later for Perplexed than we did for Last Hope.
Smacked
You can see it
diff.
at the top of the screen with the timer. That might end up
This
being,
is the scary
irrelevant
room.
to
I wonder if
Alright.
we should have him play ranged in our guild. We have like way too many good melee, and he's played ranged in the MDI really well.
I selfishly would like to see both teams get dumpstered in this room, so somebody at Blizzard's like, maybe this room's fucking on steroids and we should do something about it.
As of right now, they are right at the same spot in the dungeon. Last Hope, 4 seconds better on that.
I would also like to see that.
And actually, Last Hope are making priest.
I mean, Perplexed is chaining faster.
Actually, no, Last Hope taking a long time to finish
Well,
off this
Divine still has his cheat and Dorki doesn't.
Yeah, I think Dorki cheated on first pull. Or wait, maybe it was that pull actually. He cheated on the gather. It looks like it's just started or whatever the cooldown.
Dude, I
It's getting
remember.
fucked up. Aggro.
I remember back when me and Ben were playing tank trinkets on a couple of end bosses, like the smart high damage focused theorycraft tank discords back in the day were like, wearing a cheat death trinket is admitting defeat. Wearing a cheat death trinket is bad. If you do that, you're bad. And now it's like, you would, if there's a cheat death trinket that's up to current like tier, you would just use it in all content all the time. If you're a tank, any hard content.
Still getting through this, we can see Cauterize actually pocked. Both teams are just mirroring each other. We have Cauterize procs now for Cryptics and Wolf Disco.
No one has died somehow.
Big mass from Smack there. Getting all those burst things. Yeah, no one's died through any of it. Almost exactly the same time clearing the room. Exact same count.
Faster for Perplexed as they now grab a bunch of these little leeches from around the room. These things don't actually.
I like oh, they both do the leech tech.
You know, little interrupt that's nice on that enervate cast that you want to make sure you get, but you can also hit that with the stop. It's a bit of a weird cast.
I like when the Last Hope uses Leech Weight, the other team's using it, I don't like it anymore.
Stop being interruptible on the channel down, so you'll have to use a stop if you fail to get your kick at the start. But of course, these teams.
There's
have
no
it,
RP
and
weirdness
all
in
these
Fall,
casts,
right?
and very unlikely for
I hope
anybody to
not.
get killed by that as we are into the sideways encounter. You can see
I don't think
Perplexed
so.
about
Yeah, I don't think
5%
so.
Ahead on boss damage here.
If it is, it's minor enough that nobody's bitched about it yet.
He had to cancel his. They need to win this to stay in the tournament. Potentially
They're
move
accelerating
on.
though.
Well, do you think Perplex figured out the rocket tech?
Yeah, they've actually.
Because at this point, that might be the difference.
It did look too hard to replicate.
Staggered, so they've done 2 medium.
It's
Yeah,
not
they were
that
saying
hard.
some shit that like it it looks hard to rep or like it's hard to copy them, but just watching them, it looks not hard.
Just ran in slow fall.
Yeah, like you could just run exactly where they run at the exact time that they run. I don't know how it would go wrong.
In
Oh,
fairness,
don't
no,
edit.
there's one more thing to it, at least from what I heard. Unless they're lying.
There's just random like kill zones you have to avoid. I don't know.
Well, they lied about
No,
throne,
no,
so
no.
yeah, I was gonna say most of me believing that it's hard to replicate is that Drogo seemed smug when he did it, and I'm now
Yeah.
discounting anything Drogo's ever said
Yeah.
in his life.
Yeah.
Here come the 10 seconds of 100 miles
Dude,
per hour stratagem. This is
I was
something
like
you
randomly
can
looking through
compare
my
because if you use kilometers, it's
my
impossible to do the
photos
conversion
thing on my
properly. So
computer,
we will see
and
if
I
Perplexed are
found
gonna
this
attempt it.
old
No, they're not.
screenshot
They're just hopping on their
about
mounts. And
Drogo
over the
versus
side,
Gromnak
here goes Last Hope. This is their
on
strategy.
my
This is
thing
their
about
tech
from like
that they
5
use,
years ago or
hopping
something. It
on
was like
those
such a long time
Galakrond
ago. It was real good.
zooming through,
All right, here they go. It looks like Perplexed did not figure it out. They're just doing
Cryptix
it
is
natty.
dead though.
Wait,
got
yeah,
made
they
later.
Oh
tried.
no!
He can just
Cryptix didn't know the tech.
Hey,
that shit.
Drogo! No, where's Drogo going?
Drogo's gonna miss.
Oh, Denny!
Well, they can just res, but that 15
What
seconds
the
is not good.
fuck?
Yeah.
Like they can just res now and go, but
That's too good.
that's pretty fucking funny.
Oh man,
Bro, if
that
that's
is
the
a-
difference maker.
they stole the Kush tech.
Yeah.
When I was watching it yesterday, I'm surprised that no one died doing it because it was like a really, really tight angle. Like you had to aim it exactly right, and you can't even see the platform. Like you have to like aim at one of the portals in the air to gauge it.
Yeah, this is gonna be such a brutal end to the dungeon here for Last Hope now as well.
Bro, I
because,
feel like
you know, they are
I feel like Perplexed
slightly
did exactly
ahead
that
of
in
progression
practice.
now, right? They've gained
Like they
some
tried it
momentum
and they
that
fucked it up
way.
like that, and they were probably like, nah, fuck it. Last Hope will probably fuck it up when they try it next time. We'll just go normal.
That Perplexed will be able to use,
Holy.
or maybe already have used.
I wonder how many times after they got good at it in practice they had 3 people die in the jump because they probably have factored in maybe getting a death because like you save more than 5 seconds. So like if one person dies, it doesn't do anything. But yeah, 3. Yeah, that might be a high
Oh
roll.
man, 3 deaths they have right now.
See right here, I don't know why Last Hope kills these blight chunks right now. Like I like Perplex usually has them come in. Oh, never mind. I mean, basically, like, see how they like delay them? You see how they delay them?
Yeah, that rocket tech, that's exactly the kind of moment in a match where you start getting hyper conscious of your like movement. When you get in a spot like that where it's supposed to be simple of like just aim your character the right direction and then you just get
Oh,
like
like they're
all
nervous.
tense and
You're in
nervous.
a closeout game, yeah.
Like when you're doing it in practice, it's whatever because it's just like, ah, fuck it, you know. As long as somebody makes it, we're fine. We keep going. But when you get in the game, it's like, oh fuck, I need to make sure I don't fuck this up.
Guys, I think
That's the rise
I
maze.
think our cat has made his last meow potentially.
Let's not forget that yesterday we still counted Last Hope out, and then they diffed them on boss.
You get some lucky targeting for your
On
And
last
everyone
boss?
was like, "How did they do it?" Yep.
Yeah, I mean right now they're like 8 seconds ahead and they only have a 15-second diff. I mean, they could 7-second diff them.
That would save them a lot
No
of time
way.
if they were able to remove that mechanic from that phase.
I mean, they literally 7-second diffed a team yesterday, but I would doubt that it would happen in Perplexed, yeah.
To use that, they're gonna get an infusion here on a shine. They're actually about to push the boss anyway.
Last boss can also get pretty spicy on pull.
About that. Last Hope entering the 2-target part of this fight. You know, they are a little bit ahead here. It's maybe approaching 15 seconds. It's getting close. I would say there's something like 8 or 9 seconds.
Now, I will
right
say,
now, which is
I-
not enough, but
this-
something if they can build on
This is a
that
good example of where I think
might just
death
be
timers are
enough.
antiquated. I think death timers should be removed from the game. I don't think they're necessary. And especially for something like MDI, if you can come up with a strat that's faster and you die because of it, you should be allowed to do it. You should not
True.
be penalized with a fictional arbitrary death timer. If you can do a strategy where you hurtle yourself into the void, but your team advances to the next boss faster, that should be a legitimate strategy.
I agree in the MDI. I think on live, maybe not, but I think
Oh man, dude, 10% diffy there.
they might. Bro, this is gonna be really, really fucking close.
Smacked is just absolutely diffying right now.
Yeah, why does Smack do so much damage?
He single-handedly has the entire country on his back. The main thing I'm worried about here is Drogo will not have a Heart of the Wild, but Zesevi will. So
Oh,
I feel like
that's not
I don't
good.
understand how Last Hope is going to come out with more damage.
Oh, any thoughts about that, JB, about Drogo not having Heart of the Wild for last year?
He must have sent on boss, which is questionable.
I guess if they know they can beat the shield.
Oh, maybe
Without
maybe
it,
he can
I don't
shrink and get it back at the very end.
No way. This
Oh,
boss
2
is not going to
minutes?
take that long.
No, 2 minutes, and he has his shrink up?
But
Wait,
they're going
this
to
might
lust.
be
They're
this might be a Drogo
gonna
calculation here.
no. They're going to lust long before he has Heart of the Wild.
Yeah, but at least he'll have some. Oh,
Drogo dead.
Yep.
A Shine dead.
A Shine dead. Yeah, this pull gets real scary.
That's actually probably better for Last Hope than it is for Perplexed. Except
Wolf Disco on fire.
Oh, Wolf and Divine's running.
Divine's
Okay,
running away.
No.
Zevi
This
dead?
is- Oh, this is
No!
Oh, they still have one B res.
They're dead. They're dead.
No.
Last Hope's gonna win.
They can't pull into the boss.
Holy shit.
Perplex cannot pull into the boss with Swipe being dead.
Holy
Dude, this
fuck.
is-
One sec. I'm gonna
This
go put
seems
my.
to be-
B-res.
This is like Perplexed in a nutshell.
I'm gonna go put my flag up. Wait, do you guys live in a part of the country where people hang American flags outside of their house?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You live in Kansas City, right, or close?
No, I'm in Chattanooga now.
Oh yeah, they hang them there.
It's just a question of surviving Iridikron here. They do still have one epoch.
I've
River
never
as
seen one
well.
here.
That's a mob that can cause problems, but Last Hope's still sitting on a battle res as well now. So
I
think
people make a lot of like the plot armor that Echo has, but Last Hope I feel like is
get through another 6% on the boss here.
just as blessed
Wow, what a
by
for
other
Last Hope.
teams'
Incredible.
mishaps as I think any team in
Map here, Perplexed,
MDI history.
building on that advantage slowly over the run,
Yeah.
heading
That's probably
Also,
not
yeah.
true.
Good point. The cat's last meow thing, but we forget that
Perplex is a cat
Cats-
too. Perplex is a cat
cats
too.
famously have 9 lives.
Yep, Perplex is a cat too.
They're gonna run back and try and get in combat with this boss, but Last Hope have the opportunity to.
Someone's given their last meow. Actually, that's not even
and
true
there's
in
the
this
Heart
game.
of the Wild from Drogo.
So there's no.
It's unreal that this ended up working out.
Well, I mean, would you
Dude,
rather?
JB
Would
is
you
so
rather?
mad.
Would you rather have Heart of the Wild in Lust or during the damage amp?
Are they gonna make this push on the shield?
Oh yeah.
And they will be heading
I mean,
into that final phase of the fight, and with the combust available,
yeah.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no chance that they will not make this damage check. Here we go, Chromie providing the protective shield and the buff to the team to burn down.
Both.
the
Well, in
Riddick
LA,
here.
you've never seen someone hang a flag outside their house, but even in
Last Hope are gonna do
I
it.
lived in
It wasn't
Louisville,
the
Kentucky,
greatest thing, Dratnos, but they
which is
got
like in
to
Kentucky.
get done here.
I mean, you'd see like maybe 1 in 50 houses or something, but also that was like 15 years ago.
Who moves on to face Echo?
Wow, Last Hope ties
I have an
it up,
American
and
flag outside of my
thought we were
house.
seeing their dreams of a global finals.
And by
sail
I
off
have it,
into
I
the
mean my
sunset
roommate
as,
has it.
we saw a couple of
I mean, I wish I had a fucking flag right now. I'd put it out front.
Perplexed with a few missteps.
Yo, serious question. Is Kentucky known for like anything notable at all?
Fried
Except for like basketball and March Madness?
It's like the whiskey capital of the world.
Abraham Lincoln, Kentucky Fried Chicken. They make the
KFC. Okay,
The
yeah.
Kentucky Derby.
the Kentucky Derby. They make the
Bro.
majority of bourbon. Like they have like some of the best bourbon in the world. The Bourbon Trail in
Can't believe you're
Kentucky.
picking on Kentucky, James. What the
Well,
hell?
I'm just saying.
Abraham
like,
Lincoln.
What's going on out
I
there?
know this Kentucky lore.
Then we were gonna see the Shadow Flame rocket.
All the Kentuckians are coming out.
Yeah, actually, shut the fuck up, James. I'm done
Mitch
with your shit. dude.
McConnell?
I
My
just
bad,
got
my
so
bad.
much fucking pride coming. I'm so fucking hyped right now. I can't believe you
Mitch
said
McConnell. Mitch McConnell. Mitch
that. You ever
McConnell.
heard of bluegrass
They
music?
show Drogo.
You ever-
They're full screen.
They're full screening Drogo. They're full screening joke. Wait, he canceled his flap.
He actually could have made it.
No, he
yeah.
could have made it. He fucked up even more. Yeah. All right, James. You ever heard of bluegrass music? You little idiot. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Guess where that fucking comes from, buddy?
Thought that they were gonna lose because of that.
Kansas.
Because
Well, you
Dude,
can
where?
have it.
Okay, James. What the fuck has your state ever done? Where'd you grow up?
they were gonna be pulling into the
What do you mean,
Well,
bro?
now I'm mad. I don't know. I'm just mad.
Microsoft, Costco, fucking Amazon.
There's no
Like, the
way
entire
Costco
fucking
was
world
number
comes
2 on
from
your
our
list
state, man.
of companies that came out of fucking
Bro,
Washington.
what is Costco's name?
Costco.
What is Costco's name called? Kirkland Signature. That's
Okay,
where
so-
I live.
okay.
We're in the fucking headquarters,
Okay,
man.
so
I live-
okay, so
So what are
your
you talking about?
your state just came up with capitalism then, huh?
Oh yeah, amen.
That's bad. That's bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Go out of control like
Eat
that.
the
It's
rich.
really hard to bring it back around and
Eat the
result in, last hope taking back
Does Iowa have a single professional sports team?
correctly in the Group A finals.
Just before we jump into game, I think
No.
two polls to watch out for.
They have Caitlin Clark. Are you guys about to
Not
who
for
me?
long.
Are you guys about to who
Who?
me about
Yeah,
Caitlin Clark?
Oh, there's no. Okay, I don't blame.
2 first names.
Okay,
WoW
Caitlin.
players for not knowing.
Caitlin Clark is like deserves to be known. Like she has like, is she the most popular NCAA basketball athlete, including men's? It has to be.
Including men. It is a kind of a down year for men's basketball, where I don't know if there's any like transcendent stars. I would say that among people that follow college basketball, Caitlin Clark might be the best known.
Like
NCAA basketball player.
she's like a few rings below Zion's
starting.
popularity probably, but I mean Zion was like one of the biggest things ever. There's never been someone that culturally relevant from NCAA women's.
I wonder why no one stole this gate.
Brittany Griner was pretty big for her time.
I don't think anything's been close to Caitlin Clark. Well, I mean, it's definitely the first time, but also men's NCAA is like super boring now because everyone just leaves and no one cares. But the also Caitlin Clark's a fucking beast too, like unironically a beast. I have watched a game before, and you just kind of watch her the whole time. She's fucking nuts.
My alma mater, K-State, beat Iowa this season. So
Cryptic's down on Last Hope. Mage, they're gonna finish the poll though. You have to send the B-Res against Perplexed. You have to send it. You cannot wait. Goop oh,
I don't know.
Oh, Goop's gonna die. He can't get the bleed off.
I've seen Perplexed
they are
DHT. Maybe you can hold it.
okay. What do you guys think? They don't send the battle res there and they full res against Perplexed. Can
I
you?
don't like it.
Res.
I don't like it. Right? Like you can't just waste 8 seconds. I don't know.
There's also like no point where someone has a chance of dying in the next 5 minutes either.
I have seen people die in the next 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, they can. I mean, forget about the dying. I just feel like you cannot afford that. You can't. Goop dead. He got meleeed by a grizzly bear.
Okay, I lied.
This is why you say battle res.
Well, now they have to battle. Are they singling again?
No
dude,
way.
dude. You gotta
Seven.
understand the position. I mean, I guess you're just hoping Perplex full wipes again.
But I mean, like, okay, it's easy to say right now, just send a B-Res. Could you imagine if you sent this B-Res and then a minute later you die in the middle of combat?
You
and you're
lose
like,
either way.
We just fucking B. But maybe you don't. You watch Perplex feed 15 fucking deaths on this dungeon. And
Yeah.
they're probably tilted after last game.
Yeah.
They're gonna need some insane damage over the rest of this dungeon.
I wonder if Perplex does the smart bat thing at the end.
Is that it is a sanguine dungeon.
We never got to
which
see,
means
right?
There are a lot of opportunities for minor 5 or 10 second mistakes to be made, which aren't.
What I'm more interested in is whether Last Hope
right? And so
cop
that
that tech.
could be one, but, I mean, the
Yeah,
early
2 NA
polls here went
teams.
about as badly as they could
I've seen some people
possibly.
question Perplex. Zasevi is NA, and Wolf Disco used to raid here, and then once you raid here, you're NA for life. So that's a full NA team. We never forget our heroes. Salute.
Perplex was done with this boss at 241 yesterday.
I thought Zevi is EU for plays for Liquid. He is European,
Or
but he is
Friday or
he
whatever
lives
the
in
fuck
North
they played it.
America and plays here. Wait, now used to raid here, which means Echo is NA? Now's rated here twice.
Okay. I expect to see Divine Field touch the snap spot for approximately 1 second before he gets the fuck back off of it this time. And I think he will do a little strafing pattern on it. Like touch it, get back off it, touch it, get back off it kind of thing.
I need you all to give me an opinion on a cook. Is Echo technically NA?
What?
Running forward, running towards where they want to fight these
So
those
no.
outcasts are gonna
so
be
now
able to
rated here a
press
couple
in
times, and
forward,
once
get
you
through
raid
all five
NA,
mobs, a Ring of Frost is behind them.
you are
Above
NA
the
forever,
mob.
right? Like you're just one of us. And then
Looks like he's maybe looking
Echo,
And then by the associative property,
all good.
the
And we have
first
another set of eye casts.
the
This
first
time
time
it's
that
gonna
Echo
be
stepped foot into a
Runner
Myrdrasil this
last
season, what realm were they on, or what region were they on?
NA. That's true.
This is all I'm saying is there's some evidence.
Oh, so they mass poly stuff in the corner. I don't know what they're doing.
A little bit of sanguine healing happening, but barely any. Not even going to see it on the meters here. Less than 1 million sanguine healing for Perplexed as they get.
this is the hegemonic tendencies that the rest of the world complains about.
Against the sanguine affix there.
You're gonna have to say that again.
I don't. I don't.
He's been extremely good at managing throughout the 6 years he's been an MDI player here. Dude is insane at making sure they get.
Yeah, dude, Zyro shouting out Divine Field on the broadcast. Hard agree. His sanguine management has always been nuts. Like he is so good at mob movement and placement. Also, shout out that guy who pretended to be Divine Field on NA servers and made a bunch of people mad and got some free gear.
Yeah, that guy owns. I wonder how far he actually got.
They definitely don't want to deal with those, right? Like, at all.
He probably lasted until the first Sanguine week, and then his Sanguine management was dog shit.
Yeah,
Everyone
and
was
people
like,
knew.
Wait a
They're like, this
second."
is not the legend that was foretold.
I think they are. I mean, their count is looking.
Y'all see
pretty good
Dune
as
2 yet?
well, so I'm not sure if they need.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I think it might be a
Dude,
case
oh,
of
I watched Dune 1 to try and, like, you know, get ready for Dune 2. I was like 30 minutes into that thing. I had to fucking restart. Like, I had no, I was looking at my phone and shit, and I
Oh,
just
yeah,
had
it's
to
not
put
a
everything
phone-looking
away
movie.
because I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Last Hope just sanguine healed like 15%, by the way. Not that it mattered
It
too
didn't
much.
even sound like they were speaking English, like, in the
I mean,
background.
there is a part of the movie where they do not speak English.
All I know, James, and you'll understand this someday, whenever I saw you on Tindril fly in a circle around your orb without soaking it, I said Lisan Al Gahib real loud. I knew at that moment.
At least for Last Hope, nothing went horribly wrong.
Oh yeah, I gotta figure out what that means.
I think Perplexed are
Yeah, once you know, you'll know.
We were kind of like, I think we were
I
kind
saw all
of
the
like,
signs.
I don't know,
Okay,
control
Perplexed also not using the bat tech.
Perplexed was doing to keep that trash,
What's the bat tech?
dealt with off on the
You
side.
can't. You guys
Did
used
have a
it.
lot of
Well, I
sand
know. I don't know what like
before the boss
you're
got back.
referencing.
So the bats that everyone else pulls up on a dresser on,
That was on the blossoms that they
you
let
can. Most people don't pull those up on a dresser on,
been an extra
or
1 or 2
don't.
ticks on the boss.
They pull them up on a dresser on because if you try to pull them into the log, just natty, they'll fuck off. But if you root them before you jump down and run far enough away from them, they'll snap down. And you guys did that, I assume. Somehow you brought them in on Xavius, but you did not have you did not have somebody bring them in on dresser on, or you came up with 4 entirely new bats to bring in.
I mean, they have the experience, but can they close it out?
But I don't think you brought them in on dresser on.
I don't think we ever brought them in on dresser on. I think.
Oh, then you somehow came in with 8 bats on Xavius. Damn, so I've just been giving you guys credit for the bat tech this whole time, and you didn't even use the bat tech.
I was wondering why people were DMing me saying like bat tech. I had no clue.
First of all, who was doing that? Second, why wasn't it Legendary who did it?
I think so.
You
'Cause
had
they
Didn't do it.
They played Last Hope.
it looked like they had
I said I didn't think they did
it looked
and you
like
guys
they
were
had
like, oh,
yeah,
they
I
had-
you were really convinced there were 8 bats. It looked like there were a lot of bats, so I just believed there were 8, but
I saw bats come in, and then I saw more bats behind them, like an entirely separate wave of bats. And also, Legendary needed more count than Last Hope did on that, so I was like, oh, that's bats.
Pretty much a full wipe from Perplexed here. And Perplexed, are they just taking it easy? Are they making sure that no mistakes happen?
Perplexed
I don't know if
is-
you're far enough ahead for that to be the play.
this is really interesting.
This is an incredibly
Perplexed is killing off this first pack, but they're not that far behind.
This just has to be we're terrified of Sanguine or something.
Bro, I don't know about that.
I know Dorki, I know he is never interested in
I think someone gave them bad comms. They thought they were way more ahead.
This might be a cooldown thing. Their PI is still off by 35 seconds. They may just be like, fuck it, we're not doing anything to this trash till we get on Xavius anyway.
Wait.
Not to worry much at all.
No, Divine Field still, they would still have to throw.
Yeah, that was calculated as long as they don't make mistakes.
Last
but they
Hope's gonna
definitely
get
gave
their
themselves
Last
very
Hope's gonna
little
get their
room for
lust
error.
up like 15 seconds earlier? 10 seconds?
So if they can be perfectly clean here,
Wait,
but
what?
they just have way less Sanguine to manage right now.
there is still a hope for Last Hope.
But Last Hope
Traded off about
could
25
just do it.
seconds of their lead for safety on this final pull. That means
I feel like if Last Hope was going to do it, they were going to do it no matter what, because something would have had to have gone so wrong that the difference between that pull and not that pull wouldn't have mattered.
Last Hope can do it too.
Last
So
Hope's gonna have.
execution
Well, they're both gonna have a
is
full loss, so the loss
completely
timing doesn't really matter.
for anything to go wrong. There's the initial sigil of silence there to make sure mobs are able to be moved out of the sanguine healing. No sanguine healing whatsoever.
No
from Last
sanguine
Hope.
healing from
Second
Last
sigil of
Hope.
silence comes through. That summoner's still on top of the boss here. Dorki's doing a great job of kiting out the mobs here. Stalker goes out onto Goose.
They're so far behind boss HP though.
Perplex can still sanguine heal. There's 3 mobs left.
Last Hope has done it. Has
Nah.
Perplexed pulled it off on their side too?
Nah,
Looks
yeah,
like
the
it's
last
second.
summoner's dying.
Oh, Zevi dropping super low
Zevi might
from
die to the
combination of
toxic pot?
wounds.
Oh.
Super low again, but this
Wow.
is the bloodlust now for Perplexed. They are hitting
That
the
was
gas. They're saying, you know
sketchy.
what? This was close, but we are still gonna win it. We took a little
Damn.
bit of a safer
Well,
shot.
the good news is Last Hope ended with 2 battle reses. Thankfully, they saved them.
Bro, I wonder if Perplexed
No risk of wiping out the
knew.
last boss.
Ah,
Now
man.
just able to set
I mean, it
up
was the
the
right move, but like, you have to keep in mind
Bloodlust
they don't have
is
up-to-date
targeting
information.
able
Like,
to
they
Last
made that
Hope.
decision
It was
2
a
minutes
close game.
before
It
you
was a
saw what they
close
did.
series. Those extra mobs running in now for Perplexed.
Wait, Perplexed has mobs coming in late?
My goodness, Syro, they do still need to kill these
Wait,
bats.
what?
All right, hang on.
What?
Wait a second.
Do they have the counts as well?
They were complaining about bats not snapping.
Zyro, are the bats?
Wait a minute. I think they're 1.5% each. I think
Oh my God.
No, they're killing the boss kind of slow.
Last Hope could still do it. The death timers are still a thing though, Dragon.
10
Okay, yeah, Xavius is taking forever to die.
Nah.
They win this on death timer.
They win it on
And that's
death
the only
timer.
reason.
Are going to seal the deal for Perplexed, and they have done it at the
What the
last moment.
fuck was that map?
Perplexed is taking the series into
Bro,
the
Perplexed
side
straight up
fighting.
almost through to killing those mobs early. That's insane.
Yeah, Perplexed, our Group B champions, manages to
Holy
punch their
shit.
ticket to a match against our Group
Now,
A
I stand
champions,
corrected.
Echo, in our next
Last Hope
series
should
of
have
the day.
absolutely
But,
sent those fucking B
last
reses in
hope, it
hindsight.
was really those 2 deaths. If you
Oh
look
yeah,
at
Zevi said
again, it
the
was
mob
exactly
evaded on them
between
min fall.
the 2
Dude, that just
squads.
happens to them all the
And
time.
we would have gone down to the millisecond.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the bat tech.
If-
I looked at the VOD.
if-
We definitely have 4 bats on the dragon.
I swear you had 8 bats.
Yo, if they send the B-res earlier, do they win?
The logistics. Right?
Yeah,
7
probably.
seconds, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Now
2
that's
7-second
the
reses.
Yeah, that was two different reses. So yes, probably.
So apparently,
Oh my God, I thought
the
it was
mage
over.
death on the first pull was Invis broke, proccing RP,
I hate this
and then the goop was in combat. Both of the deaths were like some tech stuff.
Flew